When you first started punting, John, like, did you have an influence? Like, was it a specific person or group of, like, someone you followed, or?
More just went to the races every day and just learnt bits and pieces off pretty much quirky people more than anything. It was nothing sort of textbook. It was probably before video watching or anything like that. So I was sort of just more trying to pick up yard things and, you know, just things people would say and just little sort of bits and pieces. There was some crazy sort of fellas, sort of Glenn Pollitt style characters were a bit more prevalent back then. You know, they sort of disappeared a bit now, but that was kind of who I chose
to mingle with.
Yeah.
And is that what sort of tips do you give those people that you know, get onto Betfair for the first time?
Well, if they're for the first time, I just tell them to sort of always have the screen open. Just to always have it open. If you're like observing, say, a first up horse, see what the market does, start to learn how you can use it. You know, like, it's not just a tool for betting. It's probably more of a tipping service or an indicator than anything. If you can use it any race, you know, even if you're not sort of playing, it's just something to sort of start learning different stables, patterns with their betting. It usually shows up on Betfair first, so if you don't have that screen, you're never going to see it, and they just, you know, like a lot of them, you say they're never aware of it, so it's a great learning tool as much as anything.
And I think the biggest thing is then progressing from using it as an indicator to then using it,
incorporating exactly, and then
your betting strategy.
Yeah, and then as you know, there's just so many different rabbit holes you can go down, whether you want to start sort of putting markets into it or
laying.
Like backing a laying's just sort of the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? But the whole game's about sort of maximising your information or your opinion, and it's pretty hard to do it without Betfair. Like, there's only very limited options with corporate, so.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.